So actually, our task is to create a video presentation that is actually unique animations. And this presentation, video siya, hindi siya, it's not anymore. This is actually a video, exported video file other than a PowerPoint presentation. Hence, you will not be clicking anymore. You're not going to be clicking anymore. So since I could not share the uploaded Google Drive file because it's still on the process of still on the process. Let me share to you this one. You might not hear the audio, but this is actually what I would like to share earlier. So this is the video I have made for the PCK presentation. Before I also demonstrated how these are all under the PowerPoint presentation. So I had a warm-up activity. Y is the number and 8 is the number. What is the answer? There is now a timer. Time is up. And the answer is 16. For the next, this warm-up is a drill. So I have another item. So what if the condition is 5 more than the number and the number is 6? So what do you think is the answer? So my time running. So the answer is 11. Yeah. I'm not thinking anything because this is a video file. This is a video file exported from the PowerPoint presentation. So half of the number, and the number is 12. What is the result if we talk about half the number where the number is 12? So the answer is actually 6. This is just part of the warm-up motivational activity. So let's just wait for a while for another 2 minutes. The number less 3, and if the number is 10, what do you think is the result? So students will just be, kasi kapag warm up po sa mathematics drill, it is time pressure, at the same time, it is interactive. So students will just try to listen this one, and they're just going to answer, and there is an answer later to verify what if their answers are correct or not. So 3 less than the number, and you have that situation, what is now the answer? So it's actually 3 less than the number is still 7. So there are some things that misconception, we might think of negative something else or 13 something else. That's the first part. Again, it's on a video. I'm not clicking anything. So it will just run by itself. So I have here, if you could hear actually the audio, I'm talking here. So I recorded an audio. Here po. Similar to the mathematics earlier, the algebra letters are running. There are actually audio here. Di lang natin madunggan. Again. So, it's going to another, mag-run lang siya iha. Let me finish this one kasi alam kita na nato ang complete nga structure. So, here would be the objectives. So, while students are reviewing the video, yes, lang si target na mas nabutang naman niya. And then, again, exit, entrance, motion path, and then you have this one. So, parang dito lang, hanggang dito lang po. So, gumawa ako ng parang 5. And these are the topics, translating verbal phrases. It also includes evaluating algebraic expressions. And the final topic is properties of equality, which is actually related to the warm-up earlier. So, parang yan, tapos na po. So this is actually, again, a video from the PowerPoint presentation. I'm going to stop this now. I do hope play siya. Hindi siya play. So it's probably my internet is not good. Probably you can understand also the situation right now. So we are going to talk about how should this be done. Okay? So we are going to disclaimer lang, disclaimer. Whatever I'm going to share to you right now are not necessarily mine. Not necessarily mine. I also had to study some tricks on the internet, napod sa internet ang mga tricks in the PowerPoint presentation. Dahan kaya ito. How could you make the PowerPoint presentation better than what it used to be? Kasi aside from this one, anana lang. I chose just specifically for this class niya, dili kayo naghan, at least go to directly to the point. But right now, since our students would be high school students, lahi po itong treatment sa dapat lahi po inyong treatment sa high school students. You need to treat the high school students as high school individuals where they like motion activities, they like activities where may mga audiovisual activities, they like colorful tasks. So you need to understand that you're also going to be challenged with that. Let me start this one by this material. Presentation again. Sorry po. Presentation. Sorry. So going to go here. So this is this list of activities that I'm going to probably demo right now. So Hardcast, as I mentioned, is for you to create a presentation of a problem solving item with at least 10 unique animations. So how do we come up with these animations? So of course, it's a PowerPoint presentation. Sorry. Same example, dito tayo gagawa. You can also browse here in the menu button for animation. We're going to click this. You could decide how this should be animated. Okay? So you could have go to animation pane and you could click other here. So you can just simply click fade, or you could actually use fly in, float in, wipe. Just for this, and you could even use emphasis as pulse. You could actually make exit like fly out. So, ang isa, anak ito na sa inyo ha, these are very basic lang po. What I'm going to go ahead is, how do we make it more appealing and more unique for our students? So, for example, this is your problem. Twice the number less than 3 sums up to the same number plus 4. And what is the number? Now, while my kids are here, I will. Okay, so let me go back. Sorry, makita mo rin yung entire screen. Going back here. So this one, twice a number less 3. So this is the problem. Please check kung madungan na ba ko. Madungan ka, teachers? Sorry. Okay. So look there. If this is your intended problem, you could actually apply different entrance effects to this one. Of course, you could create this and make fly in. Or if you would like here, fly into this part. Or you could also have float in if you would like, and random bars, etc., etc. If you want more entrance effects other than this, you could always go to more entrance effects here. This could be seen here, this button. You can have more entrance effects. And you have the other entrance effects here. We also have other exciting effects such as curve, flip, whip, float, grow and turn, basic zoom. The one of the animations that I like. I also have rise up here, drop if you would like, but if you would choose drop, okay. And if you want to see how it looks like, you could click play from. It's like this. But if it seems like it's too slow, you can always adjust it here. So you can adjust it for 0.5 from 1 second. And let's see. Play. Yan. So you could have twice a number less 3 sums up. That's like that. If it's still too slow, and if you would like all of them to start at the same time, you can always click this here, effect options, and decide that it would go by word or all at once. If you use by word, let's click OK. So by word po siya ang lalabas. Yan. So again, let's play. So what is a number less 3 sums up to the same number plus 4? What is the number? Now, that's an animation that you can actually do for this specific example. So you could of course use other unique entrance effects just to make it more appealing for the students. So while students are waiting for the video, kasi video po siya, di na po niyo i-click. Yan po talaga. Kasi I am always give our presentation to our students and let them click it on their own. Also, make it as a form of video so that it looks like instructional video to the students. Yeah. If you don't like that animation, I'll have another same problem here. You would also make it more interesting by this. I'm going to insert a shape here, which is a circle. I would like that circle to be shaded blue. The shade is blue. I would like this, just like, it will actually, katong parehas video earlier, this one, yung I here, yan. It looks like this. Parang may nagpo-pop up na circle. So instead of having these common animations, I could just simply have this as one. So my point here is this. You can also try this on your own. Let's increase the circle. You could also use this here if you would like. Let's say 100 here and 100 here as well. See kung makabuli na ba? Wala pa. Let's get it like that. So basically, what started here is earlier, I decided to make this. Decided this earlier, na kaniya mo gawas, meaning white background, gawas lang ang question. If you would like to, you could have a blue background and you could decide this to be removed. And that would be the case. You click this and you could actually decide the animation where isang entrance to be exited. Okay? So akong i-exit siya. So for example, I'm going to exit it. It's like basic zoom. Yun. So when I'm going to click basic zoom and I'm going to play this, it will look like this one. Yan. So from a blue portion, wala siya. Was siya dito. Meaning, kanina ang text, meaning, earlier, it was the text that have animated. Right now, since I don't like also moving text, okay, there are some students also who hate moving text. So instead of letting the text move, we also have here this shape. This shape is the item that I'm going to remove, and then I'm going to let the text appear as itself. Again, I do not have other animation than this because the text is already there. When I play it, text will just appear as it is. There is also another entrance effects that you could use. So entrance, why is it that I use exit? This is entrance for the question, but exit for the shape. So that's also another entrance effect. I'm going to rush for a while kasi 7:50 na po. Here, I'm going to give you the third option. Of course, you could have more options if you want. You need to be more having more initiative to search or other options. But I'm going to make this as the best, the latest animation that I have learned. The latest animation that I have learned. I'm going to appear this such as I am writing this one. I'm writing this in our it looks like I'm writing this on the board, or say this is a whiteboard and this I'm going to write this one. So I look at how should I make it like that. I'm going to download here or copy a while. Where was it? Copy this. This actually I already downloaded this earlier. I would like to make this like someone is writing this one. At pardon lang po if ever white yung chalk kasi chalkboard yung download ko. I'm going to make this as it looks like I'm writing this. So it will appear like that. So you have this hand from outside dadaan dito. So you could have this entrance effect here. Make this hand this side here. and the animation will be fly in. But sir, fly in at the top, you can always again change the effect option. You're going to have here from the left. So dumaan siya doon. Dumaan siya. Dumaan siya. Again. So if it's too fast, you can always edit the duration. Let's say 2 seconds. So I'm going to play this like that. Okay? So it will look like that. But take note that you might see that the text is already there. So you could actually have this as wipe. Okay? You're going to wipe this one and make the same duration 2 and with previews. Kasi there are other options here whether if this is not with previews, this is what will happen. The hand will come up first and then it will be wiped like this. Okay? So it should be with previews so that when my hand is moving, it's also moving here. So let's just play. And sorry, my bad. My effect for wipe is from bottom to top. Let me change this left to right. Yan. I'm going to start this at the same time. So it will look like this. Twice a number less 3 sums up the same number plus 4. So you might notice that there are, sir, late man gamay ang hand. So you could actually delay. Duration tells us about how long should the animation will take place. The delay meaning how much second you would like it to be delayed from the name itself, even if it's with the picture of hand. So I'm going to delay this by 50.5 rather seconds. So let's try to see. And so it looks like that. It looks like this now. Or if you don't like this one, you can always adjust to 25. Even click here for 13.5 you want. So let's just try 25.25 rather. So it will look like this. And so as you can see, it's now better. So you have this option earlier where you animate the text. Okay. Also another option where you animate a shape and let the text appear. You can also use this one. This number plus 3 sums up to the same number plus 4. What is the number? You have this as part of your entrance effect. Now, if you would like to add an audio, okay? So I'm just going to insert audio number 5 sana. Pero since I'm going to make it more connected here, let's make a there is a menu for insert and audio here. You always insert audio on my PC, meaning if you have downloaded special effects, if you have downloaded sound effects, or if you would like to record your own voice here, you always record it. So let me just record this one so that when also going to make emphasis here na basaho na. So let me record the audio, record the sound, and you have here change. I'm going to click this record and I'm going to read problem. Okay. So I'm going to start insert this one later. So I'm going to click that. What's the number less 3 sums up to the same number plus 4 is the number. So I click stop and again I'm going to play. You have the audio. Delete. Okay, let me retry. Ano yun? Wala gid siya. Di ka niya matunggan, tama? Di niya matunggan. Sige lang. Sino ka-share pala? How do I? But you can hear me talking, right? I will try, ha? One more. I have removed. Sorry. Oh, hello. Test me. Check. Can you hear me po? Can you hear me? So yeah, I'm going to, I have, i-book na ko ang akong speaker, I mean, my headset. And let us see if madunggan mo ninyo akong record audio. Let me check. I'm going to play this one. Yeah, dunggan ko ninyo. Here's. Okay, I'm going to try not to use anymore my headset. Okay, so dunggan ninyo ang audio. So, but you might be able to hear also other noise. So just going to beg your pardon. So that is the recorded sound. I'm going to make it change the title to uh narration one N1. Just for play of words now. Yan naman. As you can see, when I added that, may magawas ginani here, and it's here pala po. It's here. So, it could be seen in our presentation later. You could actually move it outside the screen. Don't worry, since naanamadya, it will play. And if you would like this to start together with the previews, magdungan siya with previews. Magdungan siya paggawas ana, pwede kaayo. And if you're going to play this, okay, going to play this, hopefully madunggan ha. Kailangan na yung audio. Let's try to play. Now, madunggan po niya teachers, yung nangyari. You're going to record it, I mean, if you're going to save it as a video, you can also always have it like that. Okay? So, ganun mangyayari. So, this is actually one of the things that you could do since our task, ito yung ginawa kayo, sabi ko ninyo, you're going to create a video presentation and a problem solving item. So, it's more or less similar to this. This is a math problem solving item for grade 7. Is on translating algebraic expressions, even on solving linear equations. Kasi this will come up with a linear equation. So, my point here is you can always decide to do this in just play all and then probably inyo na lang basahon or mag-record na video, or you could always embed an audio already and make it more appealing to the students. Yeah. For example, you could have your own initiative. You could try it on your own. Can have other options here and other animations if you would like to. But this is just the sample that I have made. Now, let's use this because this is what I would like amongst the three. And then I'm going to place here for the second concept. We have the animation delays. I already shared to you the delay item earlier. Just like this one. Let's go to animation pane. You would see here the delay. This would mean that when this point or these animations are played, they are played right after this one. You can always click this after, but when you say after, it will still wait for the previous animation to be finished before it will happen. So there are other ways to create delay, such as click it, make it with previews, meaning they will start at the same time supposedly, and you add here a delay. The other point of saying delay is when you are going to add another item here. So I'm going to have animation delay and emphasis at the same time, okay? Because when I would teach this topic to my students, I would like really to emphasize the given. Say, for example, I would like to emphasize the concept that twice a number less 3. This is the first set of items I would like my students to understand. So to make emphasis, you could always do this on your own. The first effect I would like you to do is have here emphasis. The problem here is when you make it like this, it will spin, it will pulse all of the text here. So there is a problem if you're just going to make emphasis a part of this, not the whole. So this is what I do. I was a student like you, sharing to you earlier the presentation that I had before. I had to draw here, insert shape, which could be a circle, which could be an oval, depending on what you want. Say, for example, circle. I'm going to place a circle here. Sir, na-cover man. You can always edit the picture by removing the fill and probably increase the outline into a different weight. And if you would like it to be more, to emphasize really this part, you could have here color for the outline, not the fill kasi it has no fill anymore. The outline color, which is red, because red stands out more than the other colors. If you don't like this, you could always change another shape. Let's say the oval, and let's do it like that. You could even change the oval here, make it more circular. It's like an ellipse, I don't know. It's not an ellipse. Sorry, I meant it's an oval. And then again, remove the fill, change the weight into 6, and then make it red as it should stand out. Now, you would like this to have an animation to make it more emphasis. My animation, when I have this emphasis, is actually simple animation of wheel. It's a wheel where it will just circle right here, but parang circular na nato ang problem. You make it a circle. So let's play it again. Like that. This is one of the sample emphasis I have tried, and you could also try. We need to emphasize this one because when we talk about a problem, we need to get when we solve a problem solving item, we need to get to tell the students what is asked, what are they given, the process. So when you talk, it looks like that. Okay? So my point of emphasis and delay, I combine the two, and delay and emphasis, is because when I play this one, okay, I read that one, automatic na po siya na circle kasi this one here, even if it's on click, if you're going to play this as a video, it will just run as it is after the previous animations. So once this animation, specifically my recording will stop, automatically this animation will start. So if I'm a teacher and I would like to talk pa, I would like to add more discussions before this emphasis will come in, I would like to make a short delay. If you would like to have 5 seconds delay, if you would, it's possible. So it would look like this. So picture was solving. Okay, before we solve the problem, we need to identify what is the given. The first given in this problem is this statement. Parang ganun ba? May delay po sa ating statement kasi gagawa tayo ng discussion. Mag-talk si sir. Kasi yung video natin, it's not enough that it should run from time to time that non-stop. There should be an emphasis on a discussion. We are not making the video just for the students to follow, but we are making the video so that we could insert discussion. Again, we changed this one. We added this delay so that when you play again, the same number before. Students, sorry, students, before we solve this problem, it's very important that we know what is the given and what is asked. For the given, we have the first statement here. So parang ganun, teachers, may delay kasi mag-istorya pa ka. Or if you don't like a delay, you again insert an audio. Insert audio. Because the audio could also act as a delay. So when I'm going to record audio, I'm going to make this N2. Record the sound N2. I'm going to play, okay? So, kamay bahala. I'm going to record na my audio. Before we solve this problem, we should understand that there is a given and there is what is asked. The problem, the first item that we could actually tackle about and analyze is this statement. That is number less 3. To solve this problem, we need to translate this first into an algebraic expression. Parang ganun ka, teachers. So I'm going to click OK, and it will pop up here. So I'm going to move it up for the rectangle. here, right? And I'm going to click with probably. But if I'm going to click this one, it will look like this. Oh, nag-story na daan. So, mali tayo. The first item that we have to analyze is this statement. Yes, 3. So, sana dapat lalabas si oval. So, you can actually click it here. I have looked at it earlier. This recording is wala po siya duration kasi auto siya, but I look at it as 24 seconds. The second that it will come in is the uh, 16. So, I'm going to make 16 seconds delay. Let me see if madungan na po siya. Understand that there is a given, and there is what is asked. The first item that we have to tackle now and analyze is this statement. Yeah, that's 3. So this problem, we need to translate this first into an algebraic expression. Yung teachers, as you can see, nagkadungan na. Nagkadungan na because we tweak here delay, we change the narration, and then we just arrange it in a manner that it will, what we call that, it will start at the same time. So it looks like that. Pardon, my audio for N2 is not that good because I removed already my headset for recording purposes para madungan po ninyo. The N1 is much clearer kasi I did it earlier with the headset. So I'm going to play it from the start. This one here, I'm going to play again. The same number. To understand that there is a given and there is what is asked. The problem, the first item that we have to analyze is this statement. Yes, 3. To solve this problem, we need to translate this first into the right expression. Yan. So, as you can see, nagtaas-taas na. Natay discussion. Because when you make video presentation, there should also be delays. There should also be time. I-tweak na to ang mga movement of time. Now, the next part of this is where you're going to, as the problem states, ask the students to translate it. Now, when we are going to make videos, di pwede po, it's not okay if the item or the answer will just come out right after you ask the question. Just like in a normal classroom setting, if you're going to ask students, okay, what is the translation for this statement? There should be delay. There should be a pausing effect, wherein you were going to let the students brainstorm the idea, you let the students internalize what was asked, and you let the students generate their own response. So there should be time given. Now, for the record, for a video, you always edit it probably in Camtasia. I have here Camtasia. You could always edit it on other video recording tool. You could add up another time. But I would like you to make it more interesting for the students. So let's just record for a while, a short audio ha, para sumpay lang ako. Ako lang sumpay-sumpay dire for a while. Let me record here an audio, insert audio. So I'm going to give the student time. Let's say, I'm going to give you 5 seconds for the answer. Supposedly, 5 seconds is not enough, okay? But for the purpose of this presentation today, this session today, I'm just going to make it 5 seconds. So let me record first. So I have here N3, narration 3. Pardon for the audio because I don't have any headset. So this is what will happen. Here, I'm going to click this one. After 5 seconds to brainstorm what is the translation for this statement. Your 5 seconds starts now. Okay. This is after. So this is how it will sound. 5 seconds to brainstorm what is the translation for this statement. Your 5 seconds starts now. So, yun. You can always repeat it if you don't like what you have heard. But again, I'm going to remove all the audio. Tatlo na po sila. There are three of them. So I'm going to give 5 seconds for the students to think that you could just think of it as bare as 5 seconds. You're just going to, say for example, if you would like to insert another, uh, this one, when you copy this previews, all the you're also copying the animation. So please don't forget to also delete the animation as you copy it. Say for example, this one, this also has insert. So Alt plus insert equation rather. That's what I told you that in MS Word. So twice the number is actually 2x that's a 3. This is the correct translation for that. So you would like this to appear later. This is the result for that. You would like to appear this later and probably you just color it red because red is the color of the oval that highlighted the problem. So I would like this to be inserted later, but I didn't like it to be appearing just here without control with the delay. And after all, I need to come up with the animation because if I will not add for animation, this is what will happen. When you play, that said text is already here because it was not animated to enter later. So make sure that you also add an animation. So let me stop. Nagawa tayo ng animation. We'll add animation here. But my point here is before this will come out, I'm going to give 5 seconds for the students. So you can actually add here, let's say if you would like to have an animation just for it to be fly in, it's like if you would like it to fly in, you always delay this as 5. Because you give students 5 seconds, right? And if you're going to play this previous video, previous recording, I'll give you 5 seconds to brainstorm what is the translation for this statement. Your 5 seconds starts now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and it will come out. 1. Okay? So if you can do that, you will item will come out and you can add another audio or narration just for PowerPoint presentation, okay? We are going to assume that you have no recording tools such as Camtasia that are available in your unit. If you're assigned to a place where you cannot download the Camtasia tool, you only have MS PowerPoint. Yes, you can always record and edit audio. So after 5 seconds, it will come out. But it's like too bare to me. That it depends on you as a teacher kasi. If you're a teacher who would like it to be more interactive for the students, or if you're a teacher or who will just say, it's okay for me with that animation, then it has no problem with me. But for me, since I'm the one demonstrating, I would like it to be more interactive. Hence, let me copy this one and add a timer effect. That effect can always be downloaded on the internet. Okay, you can always download a tool here that there is a clock running, but at the same time, you can also make your own, even in PowerPoint presentation. Go back to the video I uploaded earlier. Let me see if this could be already open. Hopefully it will. It will open now. So here, I insert here a timer effect using a PowerPoint animation. Again, this is only a PowerPoint animation. I don't know if you can hear this one. You can hear it. Right. So, hindi ito, may complete audio na pala. So, I'm going to let you see it. Ito. Yan, may Mario na sound. Super Mario. Yan. I'm talking about this timer here. This is actually made from a PowerPoint animation. I did not download anything. So you can also see here that there are recorded audios that you could download in the internet that you can also apply. The Super Mario background and the clap background, I already downloaded it before. So may timer effect din na parang may time. Right? So parang yung warp natin. So I just replayed this one because I would like you to see how the timer effect will come in. So this timer effect is what I would like to do here. So instead of just waiting for this for 5 seconds to come in, I would like to make a timer effect so that students can also see that there is a movement of time. So what I would do is to insert, let's say, insert text box. Let's say 1. It's too small, so you can always change it. Again, I would like Arial, and I would change it to 200 so that it would be as big as possible. I'm going to make it bold or change it to Arial black, then bold pa rin. So you can increase its size. I'm going to color it red. Or friendly as it is, I would like to use blue. This is my first text box. Since I would like 5 seconds, I'm going to create 4 more. That's for 5. This is for 4. This is for 3. This is for 2. I have 1. Let me place it for a while here. And this is for, yeah, time is up. But since it's too big, let me decrease it. Like this one. Okay, time is up. Make it center like that. I would like it to appear like I'm counting down. So there is a countdown from 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Right after I've mentioned here that I'm going to give them 5 seconds to do it. So what should I do here is this. I would like the 5 to appear first. Of course, I would like the 5 to appear first, and as 5 will be out, I would like 4 to come out. So say for example, I have decided that this is my area for my timer. I'm going to place 5 here, and I'm going to insert an I'm going to animate it appear. So you would not see it as good as it is because it will appear only. I'm going to make it appear after I'm going to mention this one. Give you 5 seconds to brainstorm what is the translation for this statement. Your 5 seconds starts now. So 5 will appear right after. So that's the end. 5 will appear, and then that's for this animation only. So let me remove first the animation for the 2x minus 3. So 5 will appear. And since it's 1 second, I would like it to disappear after 1 second. If I would like this to disappear in 1 second, I'm going to come up with an exit animation, which is disappear. But I have here a advice for everyone. If you're going to have more than one animation for the same text, same shape, if you're going to click it here and make it disappear, notice what will happen to this one here. Notice what will happen here. So from appear, and I'm going to click disappear, it changed to disappear. Now, so your previous animation was overwritten. That's the correct term. Your previous animation was overwritten because you simply click it here. So I'm going to click undo to return it to appear. Then instead of clicking an animation here, I need to add an animation. Adding animation means there is the new animation applied after any existing, based on the definition. In short, the previous animation that I had for this text containing 5 will not be overwritten. Instead, if I'm going to click add animation, scroll down to disappear, there would be 2 animations now for 5. And you can see there are numbers here, the 4th animation and the 5th animation. There is now a concern because when you talk about appear and disappear, they will actually cancel out. It would mean if I'm going to click this one, it's like 5 is not there because once it appears, it disappears then. So that's now the time I'm going to make it delays or add delays. I'm going to delay this 1 second. In short, if I'm going to click this one, 5 will appear, and after 1 second, 5 will disappear. Let's check. Yan. After 1 second, 5 disappear. And right after that, 4 will appear. Okay? 4 will appear. I'm going to make animation appear. And this should be when number 5 will disappear. Because, of course, if 5 will disappear after 1 second, 4 will appear right after. So this would be with the previous situation. So I'm going to click this one. Let me place 4 at the top of 5. So it will be probably problematic here, but don't worry, it has animation. It will look like this one. I'll give you 5 seconds to brainstorm what is the translation for this statement. The 5 seconds starts now. 4. You can see, look at what happened to 5 and 4. 5, 4. So the 5 was removed and 4 was repeated. Now, let's do it multiple times. I'm going to click 4. Going to click 4. Hopefully, I'm clicking 4. It's not 4. It's not a problem. So, I'm just going to overlap them later. So, I'm going to click 4 and not here, okay? Add animation, disappear. And this has a delay of 1 second. As it disappears, 3 will appear. Make sure that it will appear together with 4 disappearing. So with, and I'm going to click again 3. I'm repeating the process, okay? I'm going to add another animation, not here, right? Disappear, but this disappear again has 1 second delay. And then 2 will appear. This would be with previous. And then click again 2, add animation, disappear with 1 second delay. And 1 will come in, appear with the previews. I'm going to click again 1, add animation, disappear, and then disappear. This would have 1 second delay, and finally, the time is up statement will appear together with that. Now I have all of these repeated steps. I'm going to overlap them now because I don't need to pick the specific text. But if you're going to overlap them together now without editing first the, the animation, it will be really problematic, especially if you have 20 seconds. Usually 5 seconds is not enough for the students to master this, to give you the item here. So the example only for 5 seconds. I have overlapped everything. Let's play here from this. Let's see. I will give you 5 seconds to brainstorm what is the translation for this statement. The 5 seconds starts now. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Time is up. And time is up. Time is up was already given. By the way, I'm also going to make animation for time is up, which is disappear, probably 2 seconds, so that I could also tell the students the time is up. So it will look like this: 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, students, time is up. Then it will be removed. Yan. And then I will talk again. And I'm going to add another audio if I would like to. So let me have another audio here. So it will look like. So I made, my bad. It should not be sums up. Sums up. Let's say twice number less 3. So totals. Sorry, my bad. Totals to the same number plus 5. Or equals. I'm going to use equals. My bad. It's not because I use should not use sums up pala kasi less 3. So twice the number less 3 equals to the same number plus 4. So pardon for that. So I'm going to record the other audio, insert audio. You can always record here. So after time is up, this is what I will look like. This N4 N4. I'm going to start now. Students, time is up. What do you think is the result when we are going to translate this statement? The result is actually 2x minus 3. Now, when I said 2x minus 3, this should be when this item will come in. Okay? I removed its animation earlier. I'm going to come up with its animation here. I'm going to fly in. Fly in. 2x minus 3. Or if you don't like from the bottom, you can always have from the side. etc., etc. So let's try to see if this could really be. So let's click it. Yes. So let's just see if this is enough because it's already 8:27. I would like to let you decide it on your own how you're going to continue with this because I sorry the motion path was not delivered yet, but you could always have it as a motion path. So let's just use motion path. By the way, let me remove this, right, so that I could add motion path right now. So instead of having this entrance, I'm going to make it this outside, and instead of that, I'm going to add a motion path. So motion path is where you could actually let the text run a motion. So we have here different motion paths. You have the football or the right like that, or the common motion path right. It will just come in from the right. You also have the curvy right. You also have the arc left, other motion path here. So I'm going to use here the very basic right as my entrance instead of the fly in. But if you don't like to see it here, you can always click that motion path and extend until where? Till where here. That's my motion path. So I'm going to play it from here. So let's start this up. You think is the result when we are going to translate this statement. The result is actually x minus 3. Okay, so it enters as it is. If you don't like a straight motion path, okay, you could always override it here. There is a custom path. The custom path will be like this. Like this one, okay? If you would like it to like that, a circle, or you put a heart. I'm just making this an example, okay? I'm not telling you to do this because this would be very problematic, especially for our subject to be math. But if you have that, uh, click, yeah, that's the motion path. And you could always extend the duration into 5 if you would like. It's 1. Okay, just like that, right, like that. Okay. There are also other tricks to the motion path. Earlier, we entered this one by a fly-in, okay? By a fly-in. But instead of making this as a fly-in, by the way, let me redo because I just have the motion path earlier as straight. I'm going to change this handwriting into a motion path. Earlier, it will just look like that, right? It will just come in for 2 seconds. But instead, I would like it to be like this. I would like it to write right here. I'm going to write this one. So it will move like it's writing. So for a while, it's writing 8:30. Can I extend 5 minutes? That be okay, teachers? 5 minutes lang. May respond. Are you still there, teachers? Sorry kayo.
Yes, sir.
Sir. Yes, sir.
Namin klase 8:30, sir.
Ay, namin kasi 8:30. Sige. So, let's end this one. Okay. So, for a while, I'm going to delete because the most important part here is saving. Sorry. I think you have no class for it. But anyway, so after you're done with all of this animation, you're going to save this one. Sorry. Save this file. Save as here MP4. You can also have WMB if you would like to, but let's just have it MP4. When you save it, it might take a lot of time for a while because it has many seconds here. But once you are done saving this one, you can always play this as a video. Sorry, I wasn't able to remind yan within my class after. But if this is done, you could always play this. It will take much time. Wala. Yeah, na-save na po. Sorry. So here is my video. This one. Going to play. This number. That's sometimes the same number as before. Solve this problem, to understand that there is a given and there is what is asked. Here's the problem. The first item that we could actually tackle and analyze is this statement. left 3. Solve this problem. We need to translate this first into an object-right expression. I will give you 5 seconds to brainstorm what is the translation for this statement. Your 5 seconds starts now. Today's time is up. What do you think is the result when we are going to translate this statement? The result is actually 2x minus 3. That is po, teachers. That is my my exported video from PowerPoint presentation. This your task for this week. You're going to make, the third task is to create a video presentation using one problem, only one problem. Okay, I'm going to give you the details on how do you make those 3 tasks, the Word, the Excel, and the PowerPoint. But definitely what you're going to do is you're going to record yourself doing it and exporting the file. I'm going to give you the rubrics and the instructions later. Sorry for the 3-minute extension. Pardon. I would like you to also give my apology to your instructor next to this one. But thank you very much for your time and see you soon. I'm also going to provide a video for this in the channel Pilates Babinyo from time to time. Thank you very much, teachers. Goodbye po.
Thank you, sir.